Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my loot from 10,000 shadow creatures. These shadow creatures are great all-round experience in multiple skills. Their GP an hour is okay, but I went here mainly for the shadow cores. I'll explain more about why I done that in this video. So let's get into it. Killing the shadow creatures was pretty easy. It's semi-AFK. It's not fully AFK because you can die quite easily if your overload falls off or if you're not concentrating good enough and not using your thresholds. So all you need to do is make sure you're using your thresholds like Hurricane, Meteor Strike and Quake and all of that good stuff, and then you'll be fine on HP. You want to protect from melee and use a Vampirism Scrimshaw. I would normally use a Vampirism Aura or a Penance Aura, but if both of those were down, I was using a Brawler Aura to increase my accuracy. The inventory setup is just like any other mob you would camp. You take a gem bag, you take a Ring of Vigor switch for when you use your Meteor Strike. You have an Enhanced Excalibur, Spring Cleaner, Note Paper and all of that good stuff. Weapon Poison is also really useful here, and I really like a legendary pet for some inventory management and some extra potions. For the gear, just take the best gear you have really, so you can AoE them down well with a Scythe or a Dragon Rider Lance. Augmented gear is very useful here because Enhanced Devoted 3 is a absolute beast. These shadow creatures barely hit anything if you have Enhanced Devoted 3 and pop your own devotion here and there. All you gotta do is aggression pop them in your dungeon, have 5 on you at the same time, AoE them all down nice and easily. It's that simple. Hey, I got an effigy. Shadow creatures OP. It's pretty cool that they've added a right click function to effigies now, because you can just choose what skill you want XP in even in combat and it will give you the XP. You don't have to go out of combat to do all of the effigy. It's just when you get the lamp at the end you do have to go out of combat to do the lamp. But it makes it so much easier and so much less hassle just being able to right click the effigy now, so that's a nice quality of life update. While doing shadow creatures, I managed to get 100 million strength experience, which is pretty neat, so I'm quite close to 120 now, and I'll probably get that sometime after double XP. Taking a look from the loot from the 10,000 kills, the loot isn't that great and the profit isn't the biggest profit an hour, but the thing I really wanted the most were the shadow cores from these creatures. So as you can see, in actual loot we got nearly 45 million GP. Not the best GP an hour, it's about 2.7 million GP an hour, but then we have to take away the costs and stuff, so it's around 1.5 mil GP an hour. 1.5 million GP an hour isn't that great, but when we have 2051 Manifest Shadow Cores, that is really awesome. These Manifest Shadow Cores on Double Experience Weekend will give double the experience they normally do, and if you use Amlodd Hour, they're going to give 240% of the experience they normally do. That alongside the divination outfit and stuff like that is going to give you 1600 XP per core. This means just in Shadow Cores, depositing them into the middle of the rift in Prifdinous, I'm going to have 3.3 million experience in divination. Not only do I have 3.3 million experience in divination, I got 2,247 blue charms and 1,998 crimson charms. The blue charms from these shadow creatures is over 130 an hour on average. That is a hell of a lot of blue charms every hour. All the experience combined leads these to be really awesome. Not to mention, if you're on Slayer tasks, these are up to 700,000 Slayer experience an hour in your dungeon. They reward more Slayer XP than combat XP when you kill them, which means you get so much Slayer experience an hour. I'm going to end this video off with a little breakdown of all of the experience these do give. As for the Manifest Shadow XP rates, throughout the 17 hours I done them, these are the following averages that I got in each skill. I got 400,000 melee experience an hour, 135,000 constitution experience an hour, 56,000 farming experience an hour, and 97,000 divination XP an hour. The reason why I'm getting so much divination experience an hour is because you can note the Manifest Shadow Cores. These Shadow Cores can be dunked in Prif where the shadow creatures actually are. Doing this on Amlodd Hour gives you 20% more XP. This means I'm getting 97,000 experience an hour in divination if I'm doing it on Amlodd Hour. The Manifest Shadow Cores really do not take long to dunk in the middle, so the experience is very quick once you've actually noted them all. You just run back and forth from the bank and it's very easy. This means because they work on double XP and the Amlodd Hour is doubled on double XP, it's 194,000 experience an hour on double XP. So just killing these Manifest Shadows, not only did I get some combat experience and some farming XP, because I'm going to be using the Manifest Shadow Cores on this double XP coming tomorrow, I was getting 194,000 divination divination experience an hour. There is no actual divination spot that gives you 194,000 experience an hour normally, and because dunking these is so quick on double experience weekend, it barely takes up any time. I'll be able to dunk all of the shadows I got in an hour very easily, and it should take less than an hour. After you subtracted all of the note paper costs for what you've used on the Manifest Shadow cores, the light cores you get back when they're made into pouches, you will actually make a small profit as well. So it's not like this divination training method is actually costing you anything. If anything, it's making you a little bit of money. As for the price checks, it was 2.7 million GP an hour. After the scrimshaw and note paper costs, I was getting around 1.5 million GP an hour. Okay, the GP an hour isn't that great, but oh my god, the divination XP is amazing. Anyway, that's it for this video. Please give the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for loads of RuneScape 3 related content. I will have my double experience weekend plans out tomorrow if you're interested in that, and until next time, see ya.